Guys, this video is going to focus on one offensive possession by the Spartans, and they're going to go up against the Hawkeyes defense. This first play is a quarterback sneak. Watch. Let's see how, all right, I'll pause it. Now look here, this is the strong tackle. This is why bear crawling is important, because if he would have got on his hands and knees and bear crawled through that A gap, the quarterback may have still gotten past him, but wouldn't have had nearly as easy of a time. Watch as this quarterback just shoots right behind his center. All right, it's fast. Watch. Boom. Gone. Quarterback's already up onto the second level. That went for a pretty big gain. So
it's 2 o'clock.
Thank you, computer. I'll bring this back one more time. We need to make sure that our strong tackle is bear crawling on his hands and knees right through that A gap, right beside the center. Because if he's on his hands and knees, people are going to trip over him, and you can also use your hands and grab ankles. There's nothing wrong with grabbing ankles. It's very important that this strong tackle bear crawls quickly through that A gap. That'll stop this play a majority of the time. One more time, let's watch as the center snaps the ball and peels out, and the quarterback just follows right behind him and makes this linebacker miss and this linebacker miss. That's horrible that those two linebackers missed the tackle. Watch. He gets up, quick snap. Bam, look how quick he snaps that. 1, 2. So guys, we've got to be careful. My strong tackle and my power tackle, you've got to be aware of a quarterback sneak. But just understand, center, guard, guard, tackle, tackle, quarterback, fullback, halfback, halfback, receiver, and then over here is another receiver. Okay? This play ends up being a false start, but they were trying to get their fullback here to come right through the B gap. That's what they were trying to do. Now we would have had strong tackle, bear crawling through here. We'd have a power tackle right in the B gap. We'd have had a right tackle over here in the C gap. We would have had a left tackle over here in the C gap. We would have had a defensive end coming in to play contain. We would have had another defensive end coming from over here to play contain. We also would have had 3 linebackers in the backfield. That's how we would have defended it. Power tackle. This is most likely going to be Daniel. Okay? Now this play would have come right to you, Daniel. This is why it's important you don't, run over here and try and tackle the ball, or run over here and try and tackle the ball. You have to go wherever it is that I tell you to go. Let's watch this play. Now, like I said, it's a false start, so it doesn't count. But you'll see, right here is their fullback, and he's trying to come right through the B gap. Watch. He jumps. Oops, makes the wide receiver jump. They try and run the play anyhow. He gets crammed up into that B gap, falls down. So it was a blown play, but that's what they were trying to do anyhow. Now let's look at the next play. After the penalty yard, they're lined up in shotgun. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means there's only 5 guys in here. So again, their offensive line is small. They've got a center, a guard, a tackle, and a tackle. That's 5. And they've got a wingback, 6. They've got a wide receiver, 7. A wide receiver, 8. A quarterback, 9. Another wingback, 10. And then a halfback over here. So okay, what they did is they brought this wingback in motion. Okay, the wingback right here, they brought him in motion, and they were trying to bust him out this way. That's what they were trying to do. But if my defensive ends would play contain like they were supposed to, we would have stopped this play just as easily as the Hawkeyes did. Watch, again, as this wingback comes in motion. Okay, so this is my Sam linebacker. This is CJ over here and Lovett over here. You guys need to pay attention. If you see this guy starting to creep in motion, it's probably going to be a run your way. So you need to pay attention to that. Watch again. See him just started creeping before the ball was snapped. Bam, he got hit in the backfield. That was a good play. All right, here they line up in the power I formation, and they're strong to the right. Okay? You got that little extra halfback over here on the right-hand side. So they're strong to the right. So if they run this way, they've got an extra blocker. That's why it's their strong side, because they've got an extra man. If they run over here, it's their weak side. It's not because they're not physically strong, it just means they're missing a man to block. So they're strong on their right. But watch what happens. Quarterback, he leans back and whispers, secret, secret. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to draw the Hawkeyes offside. So defense, we're going to have to be disciplined. They're going to try and do the same thing to us that we try and do. But look, they executed perfectly. They did not move. All right, so now after they get their 5 yards back, bam, they line up in the exact same formation. Let's go back to the green. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback, fullback, halfback, halfback. So, like I said, this is the left side of the field for them. That's the right side of the field. They got an extra guy, so they're strong. So your inclination would be to think they're going to run this way because that's where they got extra blockers. Let's see what happens. They went left, and they went wide left, and they got a huge gain. So let's see exactly why that happened. Okay, so this play was designed to go right here off tackle, right? But the Hawkeyes did a good job of coming up here and stuffing that running lane. But the problem is by these guys coming up to clog this little lane, the running back seen it and just bounced outside. All right? Now this guy here, watch. Wide receivers, if you want to learn how to block, watch what this guy here does. Boom. Look at that. He forced him to the inside. And the play went to the outside. That was a good block from a wide receiver. And then the running back just out-hustled him. So let's see. One more time. This play was designed to go directly off tackle off the line of scrimmage. Hawkeyes do a good job of clogging it, but they use too many people on the inside, coupled with this guy forcing his man to the inside, opened up all kinds of room for him to bounce it outside. Watch again. He's seen that that hole was taken away by a whole row of yellow guys, so he says, I'm going to go that way. And he did. So that was a good example of, how they improvised. The original play wasn't there, but he bounced it to the outside. All right, let's see what play they run next. Okay, so it's a short yardage situation, and they're lined up in the power I, strong to the right formation again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a quarterback, fullback, halfback, and this little wing back over here. Now this time, short yardage, guess what they do? Another quarterback sneak right up the middle. So that's 2 times just on one offensive possession that they've run that play. So it's very important, Caden, you're going to be here at middle linebacker. It's very important, Caden, that you stop that. And if he does QB sneak it, I need you to hit him as hard as you can because he's not going to want to run that quarterback sneak anymore. If you keep hitting that kid as hard as you can, he's not going to want to run that play anymore. Watch. Whoop, straight through the middle. That's 5 yards. You know, there's nothing we can really do to stop that except bear crawl as through my strong tackle. See? If my strong tackle could bear crawl through there and trip him up, that would stop it. And Caden, you hitting him as hard as he can is going to make him not want to do that in the future. But they got 5 more yards. They're 1 yard short of a touchdown. Football is right here. Touchdown is right there. I mean, so they're like inches away. So let's see what they do to get a touchdown on this play. Exact same power right formation we've been seeing. Got it. They went straight off tackle to the left. You know, you would think it would be a quarterback sneak in the middle, so the defense was stacked up here in the middle to clog it up, and they just came right off of the left tackle. And they didn't get a whole bunch of yardage, but they got in there for a touchdown. That's because the offensive line pushed the defensive line back. Look where the yellow guys are. The yellow guys are all back here. They lost. They lost that battle. The defensive line basically was out-hustled by the offensive line. And then here they are going for the 2-point conversion. This time they're lined up in a shotgun formation. They've got a wide receiver here. They've got a wide receiver here. Halfback to the left, halfback to the right. Quarterback standing up in the middle. Let's see what happens. Shotgun snap. Ooh. So he tried to go for a little screen pass. What you had here was a quarterback, halfback, halfback. It was a shotgun snap. This little guy crept out here and was like, hey, pass it to me, I'm open. And he was open. It was just a bad pass. But there was guys there to make the tackle anyhow.